What's going on, all you movie lover maniacs out there? Phat Samurai Guy is here with Lady Phat Blood, and way in the back, I don't know if you can see him, we got Phat Ninja. We just got out of the theater to seeing Ready Player One. Yes, we didn't get a chance to see it opening day because we have a life and we have stuff to do, and work schedules mix, kind of screw everything up. So, but we finally got around to checking it out because it looked, from the trailer, it looked very interesting and all the nostalgic nods. So, did you like the movie?
I like parts of the film.
So you like parts of the film, okay? Did you like the movie?
It's entertaining.
It's entertaining. Now, he's actually seeing this with us
Twice.
for the second time, because he's seen it before we did. So how do you feel about the movie a second time?
I feel about the same. It's like very entertaining, not perfect, not in my upper, top 10 or something.
Echelon of like
Of
the perfect
all
movies. Right. But you still find it entertaining though?
Yeah, entertaining.
Okay, did you find it to be entertaining?
I found parts of it to be entertaining.
So let's get the cons out of the way.
It's very hard.
Okay.
It's hard for me to put my finger on it.
Okay.
The film, in theory, should have been tailor-made for me, and yet I found the nostalgic nods being explained to me by 20-something-year-olds condescending. And that was getting on my nerves. It felt like all these 20-year-olds got together, found a Wikipedia page about everything that was the 80s and late 70s, because decided to act like they knew all about it when obviously they didn't. And it's like, I lived it. I don't need to be explained to it by 20-year-olds and 15-year-olds what my childhood was like, and that was kind of getting on my nerves. And I understand what they were doing because they live in a time where obviously these people couldn't have lived in, and they have this nostalgic feel for something because of the guy that created the Oasis, and he's kind of like, not Jesus, but he kind of is in a lot of ways.
Well, I thought they knew of the 80s nostalgia references because Max Holiday.
Yeah.
The creator of the Oasis was a huge fan of the 80s.
So much, but that's my point, is that they didn't grow up in it, and so it sounded like it sounded like 20-year-olds trying to. Wasn't it cool? It's like, yeah, I lived it. I get what they were doing.
Yeah.
So, and again, this is gonna. A lot of people are gonna probably really thoroughly enjoyed this, but for my cynicism, I enjoyed parts of it.
Okay.
I was laying back, not really giving a shit through a lot of it, but when the end fight,
which we'll get to in a minute,
I ain't gonna lie, I perked up.
Yeah,
and that's literally the only reason I would ever say I liked parts of the film was because of the end.
I didn't give a shit about the love interest. It pads the film. Nobody gives a shit. Oh, I'm in love with you. Why? Because you watch her Twitch stream?
Yeah.
Like, really?
That was kind of stupid. Yeah.
Whatever. Fine. I'm sure it was explained a little bit better in the book. Now, you're a little bit more familiar with the book than we are. We did not read the book.
I own the book, but I've never read the book.
Okay, so you've never read the book.
I just never had a chance.
Now, do you at least know this, though? Maybe you can educate us a little bit. In the book, is the book set in the 80s?
No.
Okay.
Well, this isn't.
No, I mean not set in the 80s. I'm sorry. It was an 80s nostalgic nod.
Yeah.
For all 80s games and video games in the book, right?
Yeah.
But it was still in the future, correct? In the book.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's like that in the book.
I don't care. I don't listen. Okay. There's a rule of thumb when you go in to watch a film. I don't care if it's based off of a book. Okay, I'm watching the movie.
Right, you got to treat film as film.
I've had instances where
two different mediums.
I've had instances where I've read a book and then seen the film, and either I like the book better or I like the film better.
Right.
And I'm not judging it. I'm not basing it. Oh well, I like this better because it wasn't in the book, or I didn't like this because it wasn't. I don't care. I don't care. I judge a book by the book, and I judge a film by the film.
I was just curious. I just had to ask that question. I'm probably going to end up reading the book now, just out of curiosity.
The negative word that I can use is hollow.
Okay.
There's references without any meat to them.
Ah, okay.
Didn't it feel like they just were rambling off something they read off a Wikipedia page? Like, oh, it's so cool because we read it. We read all about it. And there were several instances where it was just people saying, it was like that. It was like the MST, the revival of the MST3K series where they would say a reference and they would be like, Adele, the such and such album of the such and such for 2000 something something. It's like, if you have to explain it, it doesn't mean anything when you have to explain a reference. And that's what it felt like with this. Was just like they were just popping off facts, but it's like doesn't mean anything. It's like, so what?
Buckaroo Banzai? You're wearing the Buckaroo Banzai outfit?
And I love Buckaroo Banzai. I love that film, and I'm just sitting here going. It's like it was almost the equivalent of those stupid parody films where they would just throw out like, you know, what's popular this year? Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, X-Men.
You mean like epic movie and and movie date movie and stuff like
where
that.
they would throw out whatever 10 films came out that year because they were popular, and they'd take a character and they'd throw it in front of the camera and say, see.
So what you're saying is that whatever was in the book probably shouldn't have been translated to the big screen.
I wouldn't know.
I'm just saying.
I wouldn't know.
Because maybe that's what's going on. Maybe in the book form. Maybe you guys that read the book, you book lovers out there, let us know in the comments below. In the book, were all these nostalgic references, you know, better in the book, basically, than just thrown on the screen. Here, look. RoboCop's walking by real quick for no reason. Now, don't get me wrong. I was fanboying out with all. I mean, come on. I couldn't help it. Oh, shit. I mean, there was, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Woo, look at that. You know, she was just chilling, and I was just like, I was fanboying out just seeing all the characters. Well, it was like, I mean, well, we had Sonic, Duke Nukem, Chucky, all, you know, we had all these cool characters, and I was fanboying out because I'm an 80s kid. I'm an 80s kid, so all these nostalgic references they threw out, I kind of ate it up. But at some point in the film, I did get bored. I'm sorry. I did get bored. I don't know if it was, I was yawning a little bit. I don't know if it was in the middle of the movie, the second half, beginning of the third act. I don't know, but it did get a little slow. Anytime they were not in the Oasis, I kind of didn't really care. And I know you probably hated the Oasis stuff, and you probably just wanted to know what was going on in the real world.
Honestly, I wasn't more or less invested either.
So you didn't give a shit about both sides.
I really didn't.
Okay.
I don't. You know, if you heard my ranting and ravings of my lunacy, you know that I don't like fully CG films where you're treating it seriously, like these are real characters. Like, it's different when it's animation when it's like Pixar.
You don't like it. You don't like it mixed with live action.
I am not a fan because it always looks fake.
Yeah.
And and I know this isn't supposed to look real. Shut up, people. Yeah. Stop doing that. I know it's not supposed to look real. I know they're supposed to be inside a video game. But when you have to immerse yourself in 80% of that, it's kind of like, well, it's there. It's fine. I really did. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. Kind of like the way I felt about the film in general. Okay. I don't hate it. I don't love it.
Right.
There are parts of it that I adore.
Right.
But they're very brief.
Right.
They're all at the very end. Like even seeing the bike from Akira. See Kaneda's bike. They ruined it by explaining what it was. Oh, it's the bike from Kaneda the one that carrots forever did. I'm like, shut up! You ruined it for me, and it just made me think I would love to be seeing Akira on the big screen right now, listening to that killer soundtrack. But no, I had to sit there with some Hollywood.
Well, a lot of this stuff they probably had to do for the younglings out there,
and I understand
the new generation
and that's why I'm saying,
that don't know anything about the '80s or Atari.
And I understand that.
You know, they don't know.
To that, I ask, then who was this made for? If the kids aren't going to give a shit. And then the adults are going to get irritated.
Well, that's why they put in recent games. That's why you see Overwatch and Halo and
Minecraft at the very beginning. Never to be seen again. That felt like an afterthought to me. I don't know. It was just like, wait, what's Minecraft? Oh,
I'm not sure if Minecraft will survive another 40 plus years.
Right?
I don't know. It is popular, but anyway, yeah, I totally get your points, and I totally get your points. But for me, I don't know. Like, I found the movie to be entertaining. I did get a little bored, but thankfully the third act was like ridiculous carnage with every character. You're gonna have to rewatch this movie or slow it down frame by frame to get all the characters and the references. But I don't know. I was entertained. Now here's the thing: could you consider this movie one of the better video game films? Can we cheat with this?
I wouldn't.
No, we can't cheat with it?
I wouldn't.
Because it's mostly based off a book property.
Well, it's based off a book property, but it's not just video game references. They're films.
There's
also.
film references.
Okay.
There's anime.
Major film references.
Yeah, you got a freaking Gundam at the
Right.
very end.
Even though the book was a love letter to video games, we can't cheat with this.
The book was
Yeah.
much more video games. The film stuff didn't come until this film adaptation.
Okay.
But an example of a cheating video game movie is Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm thinking about it right now. As much as I was entertained with this movie, even though I was bored a few parts, when the action sequences and the carnage and all that shit happens in the Oasis, I was good. I enjoyed the film, but between that, I was just like, ugh. Probably because I didn't really care about the characters that much. Maybe that's what it was.
They were stock.
Yeah.
Their performances weren't bad. It
Yeah.
was just, it could have been anyone, really.
That's true. And were all of you really invested in like what was going to happen? Like, we have to find the egg to defeat the
I
man.
wasn't.
Did anybody really care about that? I'm sure all of this was like translated way better in the book.
The most
So-
the most convincing performance has been Mendelsohn, who is the villain, who is from Rogue One.
Right.
You
Even he was a little
yeah, but you wanted to dislike him.
right.
in
That's
my
true.
opinion, at least.
Oh
That's
God!
true.
And his lady henchman.
Yeah, it was
She
useless.
was fucking awful.
Useless.
She was literally like a villain from an 80s horrible, like, bad TV show. She was awful, like her character, her acting. I'm sure she was told to act
Right,
like that,
right,
but
right.
it was awful and it was distracting and
Right.
it felt completely out of place. I didn't like that at all.
But rewinding back a little bit, thinking about it, I'm gonna have to go with. Even though I enjoyed this movie, I found it entertaining. I'm gonna have to say that I was more I know this is gonna sound ridiculous to you guys out there, but I was more entertained, more invested with Scott Pilgrim versus the World, like you said.
Scott Pilgrim is an awesome film.
It's
though.
a very
you can't compare.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World is probably one of the most underrated movies.
This is Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Spielberg. This is Ready Player One. I'm sorry. Scott Pilgrim is from start to finish.
Yeah.
From a storytelling point of view, from a character point of view.
There's heart in Scott Pilgrim.
There it is, Heart.
Yes.
Heart was in Scott Pilgrim, and it's a straight up ode to video games, and you get a lot of that in Scott Pilgrim. So, but yeah, if you had to put the gun in my head, I got to pick Scott Pilgrim over Ready Player One.
Fuck the gun. There's no comparison. There's no.
Well, we're just
comparison.
talking about movies.
There's no gun to the head.
Movies that are love letters to.
Katana to the neck.
That's not even.
We're talking about movies that are love letters to video games.
It's not even a
compare it.
discussion.
You know what? I got to go to Last Starfighter then. If I got to whip that out, The Last Starfighter is better than Ready Player One. Oh shit!
You heard it here.
Well, you know what? I'm cheating because it's nostalgia, and I was a little kid. It's one of my favorite movies, and I grew up with that. So anyway, but for this movie, tons of here. We'll do this. I'll at least say this. If you are a fan of video games, if you are a casual gamer, if you are a sucky gamer like me, if you're a hardcore gamer, okay, go out and see this movie. I think you will enjoy yourself. I think you will be entertained. I think you will feel like the movie was made for gamers. It was made for you. The action sequences in the Oasis can be a little muddled and confusing sometimes, but overall, they're very entertaining. They're the highlights of the best part of the movie. So go out. If you're a gamer, I think you owe it to yourself to go out. Go see a matinee. You don't have to pay big bucks. Go out and check this movie out. I highly recommend. For gamers out there, check it out.
And for
now,
younger kids.
Not
kids will love it.
Yeah, I think
Gamers will love it.
This is going to be like, you know, how you had like your Last Starfighter in the 80s.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be kind of like that for
Oh
them.
yeah.
Like this
Little
is
kids
a
will
good-
love this
This is a
movie.
good escapism film for people who are into that sort of thing.
Right.
Obviously, again, this wasn't my cup of tea necessarily.
Right.
But I see a lot of people gravitating
Oh,
towards
yeah.
this type of situation.
Yeah. Like I said, little kids, gamers and nostalgic 80, knuckleheads will
that aren't picky like me.
will enjoy the movie. Now, getting those three out of the way, do you think this movie will be good for normal people? Normal people. I'm talking about people that are non-gamers.
Well, I think that's where.
Will they like this movie?
I think that's maybe where the younger people will come in.
Teenagers, adults. Well, teenagers and adults that are not gamers, will they give a shit? But then you could say the book and the movie really wasn't made
It's
for
not
that.
for them.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just looking at it as film. I'm looking from the outside. Will they enjoy it? Is a good question. But gamers, you guys have to go out and see this movie. Matinee price. Don't pay too much unless you want to, go see it in IMAX or whatever. But tons of references, fun. I love the Iron Giant. I don't want to see Iron Giant die, damn it.
I know, you murdered him twice.
I already went through this shit.
Spielberg.
Okay,
You
Superman.
bastard. And now you couple Iron Giant's death with the Terminator 2 thumb? Are you fucking kidding me?
That was something.
Are you kidding me? That was brutal. Dude.
Yeah,
At
it was
least
still kind of
they
cool.
didn't say, "Oh, he's doing the thumb from Terminator 2."
That's what it felt like. This film is just spell it out, spell it out, spell it out.
Oh shit!
What is the T-Rex from Jurassic Park chasing us? Unfortunately.
It's King Kong.
But it's not quite
But
Peter
it's-
Jackson's King Kong.
no,
it's
it's-
not Kong Skull Island's Kong. It's kind of a 30s Kong.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. So, can I talk about my favorite part of the film?
We'll get. Okay.
Okay.
References the movie.
Yeah.
Was there anything else cons that we need to add?
I can give you another video game comparison movie.
Okay.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh shit! Wreck-It Ralph.
That throws down the glove. Right?
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
I will say for cons, like we were talking about,
Okay.
that because the screen is so big and the CGI is so vast,
Yeah.
it was really hard to make out what the hell was going on.
Right.
Yeah.
And who a lot of these, like we were saying,
Yeah, that's why I
you're
said
gonna
a
have
little.
to slow down. And I don't find that necessarily all that fun.
Right.
Picking something apart that I really wouldn't want to see again, except for the end.
Right.
That's literally the only
Right.
thing I would ever watch
Right.
again for this film.
Right.
But that was kind of irritating.
So can we talk about our? Is it cool now? We can
Yes.
talk about our favorite part of the movie.
Yes.
Okay. Favorite
Okay.
part of the movie.
Okay, so you got the big showdown, right?
Yes.
You got the
Finale.
you got the big showdown.
Yeah.
You got the big guns coming out.
Right.
Everybody's
Battletoads are running. You got Battletoads.
You got
Sonic.
You got Chucky making a little cameo,
Yes.
killing people.
Yes.
You get your F bomb.
Yes.
Courtesy of some guy saying
Fucking Chucky.
yes, which is a lot of fun. And so the villain gets this thing, and I was sitting back at this point because I'm just like, I don't care. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun watching the
Yeah.
carnage, but
Right.
I see him pull out this little thing,
The villain.
that looks strangely familiar, and I go, what? So I sit up because I'm in those damn reclining seats, and I'm like, oh baby, oh, I'm ready, bitches. You better don't be fucking with me. Don't be fucking with my emotions here. And lo and behold, we get an Americanized but still very pretty Mecha Godzilla. And
Yes!
of course, dumb bitch has to ruin it by saying, it's Mecha Godzilla! And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let it slide. That's for you.
Yes, with missile fingers and all.
And what was missile fingers?
Yes.
Goddamn, and what was beautiful about it?
I thought I heard some Godzilla music
got
too.
to
It
hear
was.
Godzilla music courtesy
Yes.
of Mr. Alan Silvestri putting his spin on it, and it
Yes.
was glorious because we have not heard that music in film format since the old school. Maybe they probably, since the 90s probably had some of it,
Yeah.
but we haven't heard it in a while is the
Right,
point.
right.
And I haven't heard it on a big screen because you didn't get that in
Yeah.
Godzilla 2014 and
Yeah.
Kong
Yeah,
versus Kong Skull Island. So getting to hear that and see that, and like I said, it's an Americanized Mechagodzilla, but it's a very loving tribute,
yeah.
Americanized Mechagodzilla.
Missile fingers.
And we had a showdown between Gundam, Mechagodzilla, and Iron fucking Giant. Something I never knew I wanted.
Yes.
But I got it anyway.
And it was fucking glorious.
Yes. So
Yes.
I was lucky. That was literally the only
Yes.
reason I will ever. If we ever buy it for cheap, I will skip the chapters all
Yes.
the way to the end of that and watch that, and that's it. I'll shut
We
it
had
off
a
and I'll be
fucking
fine.
Gundam. It's a Gundam, yes. On the big screen. Oh man, I was having so much fun with that. And point out the other cool fact before the Avatar, that transform into the Gundam. Your fact that for some reason I totally missed, and then she pointed it out, and I was like, "Holy shit, you're right."
Which one?
The avatar that turned into the Gundam.
The samurai dude.
Yeah.
So you got this one of the main 5 characters. I say main, but he's a secondary main character. He's in this red samurai suit, and at one point I looked at his face because you don't really see his face a whole lot, and I'm like, it looks digitized. It looks like a video game version of someone.
I can't believe I missed this.
Is that Toshiro Mifune? And his real name outside of the game, the kid's name is Toshiro, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Did they actually do that? And turns out they did. Yeah. So that was
dope.
Yeah,
man.
that was sweet because obviously
Spielberg loved.
Yeah, he's one of those that was influenced by Kurosawa, and he loved Toshiro. And
I don't know how I missed that.
Did he have anything to do with the documentary?
Yeah, Spielberg showed up on the Toshiro Mifune documentary that you guys can watch on Netflix.
So that was that was a really sweet
nice little ode.
Yeah,
and he turned into a Gundam and fought Mechagodzilla. I think the point of throwing in all the nostalgic game references was to get us excited like that. But for some reason, it was entertaining to watch throughout the movie, but it just didn't really...
I felt being condescended. I felt like I was being condescended to. Like, it's this, it's that. It's like, I'm sorry. Weren't we all there? But obviously, and that's where it comes in, where a lot of this film wasn't necessarily made for us.
Second favorite part in the movie. Blanca getting down with Chun-Li in the club scene.
It's easy to miss, so you kind of have to pay attention.
Blanca was jamming. Blanca's got rhythm.
I'm sorry to say that I wasn't thrilled with Goro and that. At first, I was really irritated.
CGI?
No. I was like, look, it's Goro. Oh, look, it's an alien popping out of his chest. But then it was supposed to be a joke, so I'm like, okay, I don't. So you let that slide. I don't hate you as much as I initially did, because at first I was like, this is clearly not for me.
Right.
Get it? But anyway.
Really quick, Chris, just for people that are new.
You just called him Chris.
That's fine.
Okay.
Chris doesn't care.
Go.
Phat Ninja Chris, it's all good. Just really quick for people that are new and don't know anything about the movie, just give them a really quick, brief plot synopsis of what the movie's about.
Did I?
See.
Really quick.
It's the future. Virtual reality is a big thing. Pretty much everyone is hooked into this game, and you want
the Oasis.
You get a good look at how this new future works, how the worlds of gaming and all that kind of become the way the world is run, and person is given the opportunity to take over control of the whole game, but there are other forces that are trying to get into it.
So it's Willy Wonka style, basically.
The book description said Willy Wonka meets the Matrix.
Oh, shit. Well, there you go. That's perfect. Okay. And we have our villains that are trying to basically stop the winners from completing and finding the Easter egg.
The villains are like corporations.
Yeah, because they want the Easter egg, and
evil business.
They want to run shit. So
Lord Business trying to take over.
Lord Business. Okay. Thank you, sir. So overall, we're before we shut it down, was there anything else before we give our ratings of the movie?
Oh, I have to rate it?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes. Anything else?
Oh, you all are going to hate me so
favorite
much.
Reference?
Hey, they watch our channel, okay, whether they like us or not. They watch our channel because we're honest, all right? We always have different opinions. Would you guys watch us all the time if we just agreed on everything? Every single thing we just agreed on. Hey, babe, I just watched the Emoji Movie. Wasn't that awesome? And then she agrees. Yes, that was a 5 out of 5 stars. I don't think you guys would watch. You'd be like, oh, these guys are fake. Fuck these guys. So we keep it real on the Phat Samurai Guy channel, okay? For better or worse, okay? So anyway, anything else? So anyway, I guess we're done then. So fun, nostalgic things thrown out there. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. Definitely, if you're a video game fan, definitely go out and see it. Take the little younglings, the little childrens. You guys will enjoy it and have a good time. And there's definitely some badassity in the film. That third act, man. I was just like, oh, this is just wonderful. So I did enjoy that. So let's go ahead and give our ratings. What do you rate the film out of 5 stars, Phat Ninja?
For me, it's probably around 3.5.
3.5. Okay. Do it.
Alright.
Be honest.
Okay, so on a technical level, there's nothing wrong with the film. It looks perfectly suitable for the day it was made, for the year it was made, for the era that it's made. It's very of its time in terms of special effects. There's nothing groundbreaking, so it's fine on a technical level. From a storytelling perspective and a character-driven perspective, it's very basic, but there's nothing
Simplistic.
inherently wrong with it.
No.
So it averages out for me, like, I didn't love it, I didn't hate it. It's literally like neutral 3.
Okay.
And it gets a point just for Mechagodzilla.
So 3.1.
But it's barely like if Mechagodzilla had not shown up in this, it would have just have been like, it's fine, it's harmless.
Yeah,
There's
it'd be a
nothing.
3.
I didn't hate it.
I'm surprised you're giving it a 3.
Because I'm trying to be fair here. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it.
Right.
It's just it grated on my nerves a little bit, but that's just because there are certain aspects of storytelling that get on my nerves that aren't going to get on everybody else's nerves, and sometimes I have to step back and go, well, okay, is that my problem, or is that just the film being a dick? Okay.
Right.
And in this case, I think it's a little bit of both. I might be a little too
Yeah.
but I think 3 is a fair rating.
Yeah.
Just a 0.1
Okay.
for Mechagodzilla. That's,
3.1.
but it's really a 3.
You're giving Mechagodzilla a 1 point. It's fine. Don't be ashamed.
I'm never ashamed of Godzilla. I'm never ashamed of fucking Godzilla. Are you kidding me?
I'm giving this movie 5 out of 5 stars. Why is that funny? What?
I
No.
dare you to give this movie 5 stars.
What?
Moment.
It's
No one's gonna get it.
anyway.
It's fine.
And I'm not going to tell you what that's from either.
Anyway, oh boy. Okay. I am going to give the film. I'm going to be honest. I was entertained. Was a little bored at some parts. But I think that little hint of fun Spielberg showed up. Not all of it. But it was nice to see fun Spielberg, just if it's a little bit. It was nice to see that. His return to a little fun Spielberg. So I'm going to give the movie a 3.8.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 3.8.
Wow.
Yeah.
A recommendation for those of you who might have already seen Scott Pilgrim, might have already seen Wreck-It Ralph. If you like Spielberg and you don't mind animation, The Adventures of Tintin is on Netflix as well.
That's another underrated movie. I really enjoyed that movie. That was really good. So check that out. Yeah, 3.8 for me.
Yeah.
Now, if it didn't have that third act, all the action, carnage, and beautiful gloriousness at the end of the movie, it would have been lower. I think I would have been 3.5. But, yeah, I Iron Giant versus Mechagodzilla, I can't. I can't. I can't help it, damn it.
That's like I
And
said.
the fucking Gundam was
That
beautiful.
Seeing
I
Godzilla
couldn't
was
help
the
it.
only thing that got me out, like got me sitting up. I was sitting back just like this for probably a good 60% of the film. And when I saw what I thought was
Yeah.
Mecha, I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get you with that.
I couldn't help it. But anyway.
If it didn't have on the visor Mechagodzilla and they didn't call it out, someone might have said, hey, it's the Green Power Rangers Megazord.
Actually, yeah, that would have happened. See, they had to over-explain things for the younglings. Anyway, let us know in the comments below what you guys thought of Ready Player One, and be honest.
And you know what? You're
Be
so
honest.
fucking right.
Yep.
That's exactly what would have fucking happened.
Be honest. Did you love the movie? Did you fucking hate it? It was a waste of time. It was a piece of shit. Or were you like Lady Fat Blood and it was just like, eh? Let us know in the comments below. We'd like to thank all you guys for watching. You guys rock. We'll see you guys next time.
It's a Gundam!